Let's try out this new gadget together. Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jen. This channel is all about making sewing fun and approachable. I picked this little guy up recently. I know it's not a new product, but it is new to me, so I'm going to be unboxing it and doing a quick demonstration. This is from the Gypsy Quilter brand. This is a pretty well-known brand within our space. They also make this bigger item that's for larger rollers. This is the baby version. It's called the Amazing Little Gripper, and it's supposed to help you. So it says, the Amazing Little Gripper is the perfect companion to the original Gypsy Gripper and a super addition to your quilting basket. The Little Gripper has a simple locking lever. Position the suction cup onto any 2 1/4 inch or larger acrylic template or small roller. Then flip up the lever to lock in place. Flip the lever back down to release the suction cup. So it's supposed to help you get a better hold of your rulers and templates, and that can be a little bit of a struggle sometimes. So I've got this ruler. This is a 6 1/2 inch Creative Grids square ruler. I've used this a lot, especially for cutting off the ends of things or doing smaller measurements. And Creative Grids is probably my favorite brand of rulers because it has this non-skid stuff on the back. So it's got these circles. So I find it really holds the fabric down and it doesn't slide around. I've been using these rulers for over 10 years and they still look great. I did wash this just to make sure that there was no like residue or like, you know, a lot of stuff in it to try to help the suction, make sure it stays. All right, so let's get this out of the box here. I'm pretty excited. I saw this, it was fairly reasonably priced. Oh, it's a little bit dusty, so I'm just gonna go and like rinse this off real quick just so it's nice and clean. So I'll be right back. On second thought, we're gonna do something a little bit different. There are some metal parts in here and I don't know if it's rust proof or not. So I just have like a water wipe and I'm just gonna clean off the surface a little bit and just wipe it down. I do tend to go overboard with making sure things are clean. I use these to clean off my work surface every time I'm doing something. Let's see, there's a little bit of mark on mine. I don't know if that's gonna come off, but it shouldn't hurt the ruler or anything. It is what it is. By the way, this is definitely not a sponsored video. I did purchase this product myself. There will be links down below in the description box. Some of them are affiliate. I have purchased stuff from this brand in the past, but I am curious about the big gripper, if this one works. All right, so I'm just gonna let this dry for like a minute or so. You know, in the meantime, I can sort of wipe off. So this is what I do whenever I'm doing anything. I just make sure to wipe off the surface. Maybe that's a bit much. This should be good to go. So I've got the ruler. This is definitely large enough. You are not supposed to put the suction cup over the, like if there's a hanging hole like this, so you just want to avoid that. But let me try to put it around the middle here. I mean, you can really do it anywhere on here, but let's try to put it roughly in the middle here. I'm actually going to be cutting things on the diagonal like this. Just take the little gripper, place it wherever you want to put it on your ruler or your template, and then just pull this lever up. Okay, this is pretty strong suction here. This isn't coming off. And then to remove it, all you have to do is push this lever back down and that should hypothetically release it. Okay, so easy enough. We're gonna do a demonstration and just see how well this works here. All right, I'm gonna hold it down, pull the lever up, and here we go, that worked. So the project I'm working on, I'm making these scarves out of rayon. And one thing I have to do is trim I'm making scarves with an angled end, so I just have to cut the ends. So let's set this up here and we'll get to try it out. I'm cutting these 20 inches from the end here, and I'm cutting on the diagonal at a 45-degree angle. So this ruler is nice because it has that marking line on it. So I just need to line this up like this. Take my rotary cutter, and this is a Ginger rotary cutter. I do love this product. It is discontinued, I'm sorry. I have not seen a real comparable alternative. Holding this down, and one thing I do like about it, I'll show you without it too. I don't have to worry about getting my fingers close to the blade, and it's away from the edges. So let's see if I like this better than without it. Okay, there we go. All right, so here are my ends here. Nice clean cut. Yeah, I think this worked pretty well, and I'll show you without it. You line up the ruler here. This is how I normally do things, and you can see my fingers are fairly close to the edge of the ruler. I have to use a lot more force. Yeah, I can see how this product can certainly make life a bit easier. All right, so here's the 20 mark. I always double check, measure twice, cut once. All right, and I try to keep my hands, away from the edge so I don't hurt myself. But yeah, this product definitely helps. Yeah, real easy to use. So to start off, just pull this lever down, place it anywhere you want on the ruler or template, hold it down, and then pull it up. Here we go. First impression, this definitely works. Here's some scraps, so we'll try this out here. This does make things easier, especially on my hands, and I don't have to use, as much force to hold it down. It also keeps my fingers more out of the way. So here and you could really place this anywhere you want on the ruler or template. Yeah, it sticks really well. So if I wanted it to be more, like say I wanted to do that instead, I certainly could. Let's put it all right, we're gonna try one more thing. All right, so I've got it here. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I can see this diagonal marking line better. Yeah, this totally works. I think so far this is kind of an awesome product. And this is making me want to get the larger version for my bigger rulers. In fact, let me get my larger ruler, the 8.5 by 24 inch. I am back with the bigger ruler, also creative grids. And I just want to see, I don't think this is going to work for it. I probably do need to get the bigger one. And the bigger one sort of looks like an old school telephone. So I do think that's kind of funny. Pull up the lever. Let's see, I know it'll stick. All right, actually this kind of does work for that purpose. It's not super ideal because this ruler is very large, but look and I'm pulling a lot and it's not coming apart there. So the suction works really well, very effective. And it does keep my fingers off the surface of the ruler. So yeah, I don't know if I would recommend this to do all the time, but yeah, it's holding. So I think this is more supposed to be for medium to small size rulers and templates. It's holding up this large ruler pretty well. So it's obviously it doesn't have as much spread out force here. Totally digging this purchase. I think this was a good buy and I can see myself using this quite a bit. So I'm gonna try to do this just so I can see the line all the way across. Got another one done, and the ruler really is not slipping and sliding around at all. It stayed in place. Yeah, no complaints so far. This works. This absolutely works. And another benefit is that I find with the little gripper on the ruler, it's easy for me to pick up the ruler and move it around a bit. So that's another benefit to this little gadget here. So I'm excited about this. I know I'm super late to the party, but this thing is pretty awesome so far. So that's been my unboxing and just demonstration and first impression of the Gypsy little gripper. Pick it up. You can probably get this at your local quilt shop. You can also purchase it online. If I can find some links, I will leave them down below. I'm Jen with the Sewing Report. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my others here on the channel. You can also purchase fabric and sewing supplies from my Etsy shop at sewingreport.etsy.com. I will see you again in the next one. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.